Why is your main concern prisoner when it should probably be food and safety?
Look, if you want to help these people, go ahead and help these people, okay? Now, don't come here to my town and tell me how to do my business. This man is a dangerous escaped criminal, and he used the flood to escape. You don't want to leave out a killer out there on the run, do you?
It is not my decision to tell you what to do. I am just here to offer assistance and consolence if you need assistance.
Well, I accept assistance. If you see, it's a little one. A sneaky little bastard. One of those Luskan bastards. Red facial hair, probably covered in mud. It's not like you'll be strolling around in town. Bastard will be hidden. Probably trying to flee. Hey, well, he can.
Can I try and whisper to Spakna?
Right in front of them?
Yes.
What do you... You can whisper, of course. They will notice you are whispering to Spuckner, of course. But you can whisper. You wanna whisper without them noticing?
I'm gonna try and whisper to Spakner.
Without them noticing? That's entirely different matter.
I mean, I'd like to try.
I mean, you wanna...
Wait, hang on.
You want to try, but how are you going to do it?
I am going to... Give me a sec, I have this thing. Never mind, I do not. I thought I had something else.
I mean, narrative-wise, how do you plan on whispering in front of them?
I'm just gonna whisper in front of them for a second. I'm prepared for this. I'm just gonna be like, give me one moment. I just want to say something to my friend.
Manda seems even less amused now, as he waves you away. As you said that you need a moment, he waves you away and goes back to his colleagues, who in fact managed to bash the door down. There was a lot of mud inside, and the door was stuck, and they managed to bash it down and break half of the door open and pull it out of its hinges. So they get inside the house and start searching for somebody in there.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna somewhat quietly whisper to Spakner. I'm gonna be like, how you were describing that dangerous prisoner, is this not the one what we freed earlier when we offered our food, when calmed the group down?
I whisper back. I don't know. It can be. It's the red beard man.
It did say Loskar, did he not?
Yeah.
And
You know what? You might be right.
We have probably already met his prisoner.
Shall we go get him?
Well, we already set him free, did we not?
But do we want him free?
Do we trust these people, or do we think that this one is really a criminal?
I don't know. How,
Perhaps we offer our assistance to them to track this one down. Say we are very good at it. We find him and we question him very calmly. And if he can tell a different story that leads us to believe he's innocent, we let him go. If he cannot, we get reward for capturing him.
So we're first gonna find and talk to our friend that tried to stab us.
You know, sometimes you try and stab friends, sometimes you try and hug friends.
Okay, I'm in. And then I look back at the man with the axe.
They are inside the house, and in fact, they are just leaving the cottage now. One of them is looking away, and he has lots of mud on his face. And they start arguing something about this being very hard, finding a little fellow amid all this mud, especially since many of these houses were closed because people were working on the fields or something. But the man, but the leader of the group just shoots them down, and say, even if we have to tear every door of every little house, we're gonna fight that bastard. Let's go, boys.
I'm gonna call out, Fate, Fate, and try and run and flag them down.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what do you want now?
Well, I was going to offer you some assistance in tracking down your, shall we say, little problem, but I mean, if you don't want assistance, it's fine, we can leave.
You can leave then!
This is not how I planned for this to go. Okay, what will it take for me to convince you that I am able to help you?
Didn't I tell you already?
What if I told you I probably know exactly where he's gone?
Now you have his attention, and he looks at you. You don't say so. You seen the tall little fellow? Red facial hair, Tuscan build.
Very angry? Doesn't like to speak common?
Both of them are very angry.
Well, racial problems aside, he did try and stab my friends recently, and you know.
Yes, I think it was him.
He approaches.
Yes.
This is a dangerous criminal. Probably related to a group, close-knit group. There was. He looks around at all the destruction. Was a small group, a band of hired killers operating from our own village. I am pretty sure of that. This man had connections to them. I was looking to bring this little one to the constable, so the constable could send more men to help me track down and smoke these killers out. If you know where this little one is hiding, tell me.
Well, about that. Firstly, you say he's with close-knit friends. Can you tell me a little bit about these friends so I know if it was the same people or not?
The man blinks twice. Or somebody just got here. You make quite a few. You make quite a few demands.
I mean, I did ask it as a question. I did not demand it. I'm trying to help you, but you need to help me help you.
What do you want to know? There are a plague upon this land. They found a village that doesn't have a strong militia and made their house here. Not quite I don't have much proof, of course, but everybody know they are around. They don't have a face nor a color. They work under a guild master, probably hiring themselves raiders or traders, other sorts of bandits. Know their name.
Am I allowed to make an insight check as to whether he's spewing nonsense or telling the truth?
You don't ask for checks. You just ask me what you want. No.
I'd like to know if I can tell whether or not he's lying.
Given your passive insight, you don't quite get the impression that this man doesn't believe in what he's saying.
Right.
You don't have this
And what is
impression that
this?
he doesn't believe in it. As far as you can see, he believes in what he's saying.
Okay. And what is the names that they go by?
I am not entirely sure if this is chosen name, anything. One of the names I heard is the Group of the Dagger. Very creative, very original. Have you heard of them? And the man looks slightly suspicious.
Buckner, you got anything here?
I have not heard of them yet. No, I'm sorry.
The two of you haven't, in fact, heard. It's such a generic name. The Group of the Dagger. It's a generic name. This really sounds like a local thing.
Perhaps they would be more intimidating if they had a more intimidating name.
And one of the
Like the Group of the Spear.
one of the men close by, he says, "Well, but that would defeat the purpose, right? If you're trying to hide yourself to get a very fancy name like the Brotherhood of the Dragon Slayers, that probably doesn't sit very well."
I mean,
What
if
are
you
you
are really trying to
discussing?
hide yourself, why would you want a name anyway?
That's what I pointed. I don't think they even have a real name. That's just how people call them, the Group of the Dagger. If you wanna stay hidden, you don't give yourself a fancy name. And that's what I said. I told you. A few people here call them Group of the Dagger. It's just a generic name. But in any case, what is the man?
I'm going to gesture toward the east and be like, well, when we calmed him down and prevented him from stabbing us, he continued southeast on his own.
All right, let's track him down. Lead the way. And now he wants.
Pardonnez-moi.
And now he wants Aurelian to lead them to where he said the person is.
Can I just start walking like run walking the direction very excitedly?
Very well. In what direction exactly are you guys taking him?
We're gonna take him left, which is west, not east.
East.
My bad.
Ah.
My bad. That's west.
Yes, west, but the DM kinda needs to understand your plan.
Well, he doesn't really have a plan. That's kind of how Aurelian works.
But are
Yes,
we
but the player
walking
certainly
towards
has
the
a
guy?
plan.
Yeah. Are we going towards the guy or just in a totally different direction?
We're gonna go and involve Elissa and Zekrian in this issue.
Okay, yeah. So we're actually walking east towards our team members. Okay.
Oh,
Or
you
west.
are going after Zekrian, not taking them this man, not to any specific place, just going after Zekrian.
Yes, yeah, because
Apparently so.
because when we parted from them is when that Oka tried to stab them and they gave food, which was the Scar man, which is who I'm assuming is most likely the person they want to track.
Now
I'm
I
wrong,
get
you
it.
know
Now I
what?
get it. Now I get it. Okay. Zikran, in the meantime, what is your... Is MJ here with us? No, MJ doesn't. Boss, how does one...
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, you're
here.
there! How does one loses their notebook?
It has been a day.
Yeah,
Understandable.
it looks like your day has been tough.
It's been dramatic.
Yeah.
More than I would have liked it to be.
The dumpster fire
Luckily,
floating
there is no
away on
ramp here. Yeah.
that gift kinda is very, very hard one.
It becomes more and more relevant to my life as the hours go by.
Well, you too
The hours.
have helped those folk with they were fighting over food, and after that there's still lots of things going on the town. They went their separate ways, but there's more stuff going on. There is this these men, they are dragging this group of men. They are led by humans. They are led by a wild, foresty looking elf, but that appears to be part of the village. They are dragging. They have shovels, and they are dragging a body to one house. There's this man, this strong looking man arguing with this woman, saying that she doesn't even have a kid. So she should probably head back to the profile instead of doing this. And there's this people barging on a door. What you guys are gonna do? What do you do?
Let me think. Okay, so at this point, I'm assuming Aurelian and them haven't made it to us.
No, not yet.
Okay. And we so as far as I remember, where we left off last time, we just managed to get the Finnar whole situation broken up, and we just and then they managed to agree not to kill us. That's just as far as I remember, as far as we got. Unless any other details that
Basically,
Okay.
yes. The Finnar
Yeah, that sounds
left.
right.
You help the Finnar
Okay.
left, and you talk down the Loskar ones, the crowd of Loskar and humans, to not start a brawl right there. Let me point
Right.
that there is this there are two situations. No, there was this was picked in pockets, but
Sure.
it's
Mm.
not on your side right now. And of interest, there is this man arguing with this woman and saying that she doesn't even have a kid. She doesn't even have kids.
Mm.
What is she talking about? Also, there is this other group of men. They are covered in mud, and they appear to be hard-working kind, and perhaps grave diggers of sorts. And they are led by this elf that is. Oh, this is not a good image with a crossbow. Let's leave the crossbow. The crossbow pointing at the woman is not the intended
straight up.
message. Yeah, sorry, just not the intended message right there. It's like, go back to the profile. Not the message. Not the message.
Yeah, I was
Get
gonna be like,
involved.
let's go
Help
there.
us.
He looks like a wang.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have the wrong idea. I mean, it's just a random image, but probably not the best random image. I really don't want you guys to focus on the images of the tokens. They are really.
Okay, but
I
the
want you guys
conversation
to
is heated.
I want you guys to focus on the description I give them and not the tokens. But a
Yeah.
token
Yeah.
with hand crossbow pointing
That-
at the one probably doesn't help. This is basically what I have now. The Finner
Yeah.
and the Loskar have left, and
Mm.
you have these situations. You guys plan on doing something with them or doing anything else?
I probably plan on trying to just drive to the Alf, I believe you said it was, and see if we can help. Ask him if there's anything we can do to help. What do you think, MJ?
Yeah, no, sounds good. Still think he's
Aye.
annoying.
Aye then, that's what we're doing. We're going up and saying, is there anything we could do to help?
Well, you approach the elf.
Mm.
His he has long blonde hair, those beautiful large elven eyes, and at this moment, this group with 5 people, they are taking a break, and they are sitting at the porch of a house. The man the elf is getting some water from the some water from a water skin, and using it to clean his hands and few of the others. There's 2 men, 2 women. Apparently dragging bodies, kind of a hard work, and he's leaning on a shovel and getting a sandwich, getting a literal sandwich, taking a break, getting a literal sandwich, and taking a few bites of the sandwich as the 2 of you are approaching. He looks at you, a smile on his face. You know when somebody's trying to be polite, not like he's happy, but he's trying to do his best to smile, and he says, "Well, hello, little one."
Oh, hello there. I see you got your hands full.
Ah, quite a bit. So much going on. So much to do. Bodies to drag out of houses. People is screaming at each other.
Well, is there anything we could do to help you out? You need a hand? Anything like that?
Now I am very glad that you are offering a hand. We are. I don't think that this sounds very morbid. I know, but these people they are my countrymen. They are my neighbors. I don't know much. I didn't know some of them very much, but I'm not gonna leave them dead inside their houses to rot. I'm gonna do what I can. And so that's what are we doing? And the others nod as well and invite you to join them. They had they put
In this, what is the woman doing?
Say again?
While he's saying all this, what is the woman doing that he was yelling at?
Oh, this is not the group that was yelling at the woman. The elf.
I'm so confused.
The elf was as he had a group that was dragging a body across the street, and there is this other man that is yelling at a woman a few houses in front of you guys. He's still yelling if you guys want to go there.
Um. See now, decisions. What do you think, Lissa?
I was under the impression we were going to the guy yelling at the woman.
Oh, if you wanna go to the man that is yelling at the woman that you don't even have kids, you can go there. Sure.
All right. So then, in that case, right, gentlemen. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of bodies to count here, sir. All
It
right,
is very.
we'll be back.
Fortunately, we
We'll-
do. There's so much death going on, but I am sorry that you need to see this, little one. Our village wasn't much, but and he's struggling to find words because there's these strangers and they just arrived and there's bodies around and these people they're trying to do their best.
Okay, so, okay. I dig around in my little bag of random things that I put into my pipes and pull out one of
Digging
the
around
flowers.
is probably not the best expression with these people holding shovels and all this mud.
You know what I mean. I've got the little bag. I'm like scrounging
I
around. I pull out a
understand.
little
I
flower,
understand you. I understand you.
and then I put it in his hand. And I say, "Don't worry, not to worry. You have community. You'll be fine. We'll be back. We just have something to deal with across the road, and we'll come help you out. All right. So we'll be about day or two maximum, but we'll be back. All right. And all right, we can go do the thing because I think Alyssa wants to go do that one, and that sounds like a good idea.
And he's just
So
gonna give like the worst curtsy ever and run off the Zekian.
he nods as Zekian is saying this small group nods as Zekian is saying that, and one of them even actually offers you one of the sandwich, a sandwich he was holding, and while he was taking this break, it's a very absurd situation. You see, this is a very
Thank
I'll
you,
absurd.
take
buddy.
it.
He offers you the sandwich and say, "Hey, thank you for your help. Want some?"
Why? Who might say no to offer so kind? Thank you so much. All right.
It's the least I can do. You're offering. You're trying to help people. It's the least I can do. Thank you for assisting, little.
All right. We'll be back though, and then we like give
Lisa
it like,
does
give it like
this worst curtsy ever and head into this group this man that is pointing to the woman, and then you are it's not that you find, but you are found by Aurelian and Spuckner that just find the two of you while you were going there. And Aurelian is followed by this strong looking browning looking group of men, and the four of you are together now. And Zikrian has a sandwich.
I will do the worst possible introduction that could ever be done in the history of
so scared now.
introductions, and I'm going to be like, okay, Zakrian, meet random citizen. Random citizen, this one will tell you where your criminal is. Thank you.
Random citizen.
Hoy there.
The man
Well,
looks
I'm sure he has a
looks
actual name.
at the gnome and looks at Aurelian. This is not a gnome. This is not the little one I am looking for.
Yes, I did. Did you not listen? I said he knows where your criminal is, not he is your criminal.
And where is the criminal?
Excuse me. I hear you're looking for someone. Who are you looking for?
Oh, by the father! The man, he sinks his hands on his face on his hands. Oh, by the father! And he starts explaining the story, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he explains the story that they are looking for this criminal, this Loskan criminal red facial hair, scrawny looking, a few tattoos, but well, most of them have little ones have tattoos anyway. In the meantime, the man and the woman are going somewhere else. So, Elissa, do you stay or do you go?
No, I'm gonna run after them.
All right, you're gonna all run off. Let me drag the tokens just a little away to make things easier. You Vincent, you asked that question. The point is, well, if he was a criminal, the one that he said was going to shank you, and he was actually going to not shank you, was going to shank Fyodor, the winner. If he is the same person, he is a very he's a pilot. He is a pilot of the community prisoner, because he was with his wife and there were 4 other people right next to him. When they are looking to shank the Finner.
Okay.
So yeah, most likely not the same people.
This is what I was figuring. Okay.
I mean, check chat. I'm being my character. I misquote
Yes,
things.
not that
It's
Aurelian
what I
knows
do.
that. Not that Aurelian knows that, but
It's beautiful. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what. Well, I haven't seen him myself since I've gotten here, but we could help you look for him. You see, that gentleman right there is rather capable, and I think I am too. I think we could work something out if you need a hand.
to be completely honest with you, I wouldn't mind some people. Jesus
Right?
Christ, I
No.
God.
Getting some dumpster fire vibes.
Yep.
Wow, it's been such a long time I haven't seen a Word document just. Oh my god.
Feels nice, doesn't it?
This is very weird. And it's working now.
Right.
Just needed to close. In fact, we could use some assistance. He explains. He explained it a little. He explained the situation, and then he heads off with his man to on their fool's errand of trying to find but he makes it very clear that this is a dangerous man. You shouldn't you shouldn't you shouldn't give him any chance. And if you see him, even and if you find uh Gavin or any of his friends, then bring him and bring Gavin to him. But he introduces himself. Well, thank you. In any case, thank you for assistance. I am sorry that you are seeing our in such terrible situation. If you find him, come by my place. I am Vincent Garsuk. One of the leaders of this town. So give me
Oh, not to worry.
visits. It's been such a terrible situation.
Oh, not to worry. By the way, Vincent, it's a mighty nice name there. But no, your people are beautiful, even if the town is a little wrecked. Don't worry about it.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call an Easter egg.
But one of the men tries to not laugh. You're beautiful. You have in the right place. If you find anything, just take it to. And he says a name. It
Oh boy.
suggests that find Gavin or any lead or anything to take to Alexus. And Alexus is the owner of the Cleanly Fox. It points. If you find something, take it to Alexus.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, that's been bad.
He's
Oh,
less pissed than it could be.
Mhm.
In the meantime, head off. Another problem going. Elisa, this man is saying. But this woman is she decided she needs to find someone, and the man is going after her. He folds his yes. Look, Isabel. I know you care for that kid. He's not your kid. Okay? You will never understand. Even you'll never understand. He's like he's like a son to me. Yeah, but you don't have you don't have a son. Hey, he probably and you realize, Elisa, that he is trying not to say that the kid is probably the kid probably is being was washed away by the flood. What do you do?
I'm just gonna like bounce into their lives like joy. And just be like, afternoon, so much has happened, hasn't it?
The woman looks
I'm here.
at her. The man say, "And who are you, young lady?" Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
poor.
no. Oh no.
Oh my god. MJ
Now I can hear.
MJ is
Okay,
having
there
a
we
very
go.
bad day. Okay. The man looks at you, kind of surprised. Yes, much has happened, but and who are you, young lady?
I'm Melissa. I'm here to help. You guys seem to be arguing about something. You guys seem unhappy.
You can be certain that I'm happy. Oh, don't you start that.
Well, that's not very considerate of her feelings. What is wrong? What is troubling you?
That is actually a very, 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 very good point. And and the and the woman actually agrees that you see, even this outsider understands. Oh, don't I am not trying to say that. Come on, come on. This is not what I meant. See, Isabel here is concerned about a kid, a kid she is fond of. This kid is almost like a son to me. Concern.
I mean, I don't see the problem here. I feel like this is all really positive emotions and that we should be working together. Do we know where he is?
It's positive.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Yes, when I'm crying, that is my happy face.
Kumbaya.
Okay, calm down, Joe. No, I.
Okay,
Was afraid
I
he
understand.
have been taken by the. And she starts getting emotional. She puts her two hands in front of her face. The man looks at Alison, say, and approaches her a bit closer. Says a bit. He whispers, She sometimes care for this little boy. Ah, I think he drowned. This street boy.
You know what? It doesn't matter what his status is. The important thing is that he is a boy and he's a person, and she needs closure either way. So my friends are just back there, and I think it's going to be the best if all of us go find them and we can all help you to find this boy one way or another so that we can all, move on from this tragedy.
You are actually a very sensible person. What's her name again?
I'm Elisa. So pleased to meet you, and you are.
And the woman is still sobbing, and he looks at the woman, looks back at Elisa, and Elisa has mud everywhere, and says, "Tell you what, Elisa, why don't you come by? Why don't you?" Don't you come by? Don't you come by the dancer's skirt later in the night? I'm pretty sure the girls could use your help, even if it's just for what is that word you use? Closure? It's just for.
Okay, I think it's very important to note at this point that I'm not a licensed professional. But I would be willing to come and help in any capacity that I can. But it's important to remember that I can only do so much and that we're all gonna have to support each other through this.
Yeah. And at this time he just looks at, yeah, um why don't you tell her those words. Help me get her back to her house so she doesn't do something stupid.
Well, I don't feel like anything that she's doing at this exact moment can be considered stupid. I mean, we have all just suffered a great tragedy and it's been a great loss for everyone. I think looking for loved ones and people that you care about is completely the natural thing to do right now. And I think we need to help each other through it. So I would recommend putting on maybe some better boots and helping look.
You see, Miss, I think you don't understand the point here. Lots of my neighbors and some friends of mine are only missing. And I take care of these girls. And I think some of them might be missing as well. And it seems like he's trying to hold something and not say something. You realize that. He's trying to not say something. And how can I
Okay,
say?
so right now, I'm not getting super like, I don't feel like you're being completely honest with me. I don't feel like you're being completely honest with Isabel or yourself. I really think you need to look inwards for that sort of peace. And where you can't find it, look outwards to who you can help.
At this moment, he is like jawed at what she is saying, and even Isabel is stopped and is blinking, looking at her, and she approaches. Oh my God, you understand? This is such a tragedy. This is horrible. And Iwan just wants the brothel to open again and open the doors of the brothel to whom? There's so many people dead, and I just
That
wanted
awkward
to
moment
look,
when Alyssa.
just wanted to find Louis. My God, is Louis dead?
Look, you just gave me a lot of layers. So I'm gonna peel those off one by one. I feel like layer number one is the boy is that we don't know that. We're gonna work together as a team. We're gonna find him and bring you closure about that. But we're gonna help each other with that. Secondly, you're telling me about a brothel that needs to open. I have the deep desire to kick him in the nuts. We can avoid this if you pretend that's not on your agenda and you help us look for our loved ones. Because I highly, highly doubt anyone's going to bang anyone in this moment.
No, you misunderstand me. It's not like that. It's don't kick me in the nuts. Okay? It's not like of course it is. You won't care about opening the it's not what I care. I'm telling you, you are safer there. Why don't you just go back, stay with the others instead of wandering around in all this mud, all this water? There are bodies everywhere. There are bodies of kids out there floating. I just that was like 1 hour ago. I saw I don't even know her name, with her 2 kids drowned and being taken by the river. And I don't want you to see all this shit going on, literal shit floating around. And the woman looks at Ed and he starts pounding his chest, and she's it's not easy to see, but she's sobbing and pounds on his chest, not trying to hurt him. She's just desperate. And I know that they're dead. Oh, That's what I am telling you. Why don't you? Hey, you! Why don't you tell her? Please, just come back home. Okay? She's safer there. What if the flood comes back? Why would the flood come back? No, I'm not saying upriver. What if there's another flood? And you
Okay.
guys are just, I realize you guys are just laughing as the DM is talking to himself with these two NPCs, and you are just enjoying, right? Okay.
Perhaps.
You are jerks.
It has been phenomenal, and I definitely
I am enjoying
appreciate
it
more than
thoroughly.
you can ever imagine, good sir.
Okay.
Okay, so Alyssa is just gonna grab Isabel's hand. And yeah, she's just gonna grab her hand firmly and she's like, you know, I understand that there are horrible things to see out here, but it is completely up to you and your own capacity as to what you want to consume. You know, if it does feel like too much, like it's overwhelming, I completely understand if you do want to go back to the tavern, because I prefer to call it that at this point. I do
Is that a
understand.
tavern? The tavern is Cleanly Fox.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a sex tavern.
No. The man said that.
Yeah,
The man
she said that to the guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
But like, if you're gonna find it more healing to take the time that you need to go back home and see the people that are there, that's up to you. But it's also up to you if you want to come out with your community and see where you can help and to find people. You know, the power is yours. It's not his. It's not his decision, and I will hurt him.
I guess you're right. I just wanted to help. Perhaps. I don't know. And the man goes, oh, gods. If we, what should I do? And she looks at Alison and gives the disarming question. What should I do?
I can't tell you like what you should do. Like that is something that you need to look inwards for. You need to be a little bit introspective. What couldn't hurt is maybe going home, collecting your thoughts, collecting yourself, and then heading back out when you feel prepared. But again, it's got to be your choice, not his and not mine.
Looks at him. He opens his arms. She said it. Act your fluffs. And then later he looks at Alyssa to help him. Then later we will collect other things like the bodies. Yes?
Isabel, you need to remember that is your choice. And bro, you gotta stop counting your girls like you're missing cows because I'm gonna hurt you.
I'm sorry. Just trying to help. Their work.
Help whom?
Well, help the people here. For starters, like I've seen some of my friends drown. Okay, and I don't wanna see these people I care for drown or be robbed or something. I just seen some of those little guys beat a sailor over a sack of flour, and I don't want to turn over my friends as well. Okay. You see, you're probably thinking that I am this evil pimp just because I'm a pimp, okay? But pimps also can be good people. See, and you know what? You are not. You are being xenophobic here. You understand that, Miss? You are assuming that I'm a bad person just because I run a brothel.
Absolutely not. Okay, I don't appreciate you insinuating that. I am all for women who are there to, make that dollar bill, whatever, as long as their bodies are being respected and they have autonomy over their bodies, they are welcome to do whatever profession that they wish. And they are surely safer in a position where there is a pimp involved, I guess, because like, you protect them and shit. But also you kind of counting them out like cows right now, and you're like worried that your best cow's gonna get away, and it's a little creepy.
No,
So
you are
Isabel,
assuming that. You are just telling me that. You have no idea what you're talking about. The woman looks to one to the other as they start arguing there, and the man cuts it. Wait. I've also lost people, okay? And isn't MJ here? Because MJ cuts in and out sometimes. Yeah, cut again.
Doesn't seem to. Mm-mm. Cue Darth Vader gif. No.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the slogan at the brothel. I am your daddy.
Oh,
Look, I am your
not
daddy,
your
man.
father.
You guys are evil. Come on.